Hey guys, Zelonius here. Welcome to another video on the channel. In today's video, we are going to be playing some new tactics. Not completely new in the sense of I've never tried these tactics at all. I think I tried these quite a bit earlier in the year. I really liked these at one point last year, but they're going to be the 4-3-3 false 9 formation. That's the 4-3-3 fifth variation. I'm going to talk it through for you all and explain for you all exactly how I would play it, types of players you want, and what makes it good. I wanted to come up with something a little bit different that maybe you haven't seen as much this year and explain it for you guys in a way that hopefully you can go take it into your game, have a bit more fun, try something a bit more out. Will it be the best tactic in the game? Maybe not, but it might be quite fun for you, and in turn, playing something that other people aren't used to playing against can throw them. It's a very good fun attacking formation that has a lot of different attacking patterns and can catch people off guard. This is the team I'm running right now. In terms of newer players that I'm using, if you're wondering, Schweinsteiger, bit stiff, but very fun card to use in general. Socrates, very good card. I kind of wish I'd waited for that Ribery. I think people said there's a Ribery SBC. I haven't properly noticed that. But if that is the case, probably would have rather gone. But this Socrates is pretty good. Bit annoying he only plays Cam in terms of positions. That makes it a lot harder to fit him into the team. Benzema, very, very good card. You can see with Benzema's like just play styles. Finesse, always going to make a card pretty useful. His attributes, really, really good. I think with him, a Hawk works better. Yeah, you don't get as much pace, but you get a much better boost to his stats overall. So yeah, this is the team I like it, and I think it's suited playing this formation pretty well. Let's go actually look at the tactics though and how we set it up. Are you sick to death of getting out teamed on FC24? Want that God squad you've always been dreaming of? Check out IGGM.com today, the best and most reliable place to get coins for your ultimate team. Use the link in the description and code ZEL at checkout for a 5% discount. Check out IGGM.com today. Okay, so here we are on the tactics menu. As always, I have two variations of the tactic. I do occasionally, with this, actually have one, but for this one, it is a formation. I think in game it works quite well having two variations of it. When I have two variations, it tends to be the first one is a little bit more practical, a little bit more balanced overall, one that you could probably play the whole game in. And the second one, the more attacking one, just a bit more aggressive, allows you to come back into the game. Not too much different about it. There's more differences in this one than there maybe is with some other formations, but it makes sense when I get there. So, the formation, the things that make this formation good, you've got a midfield that can absolutely boss in terms of three midfielders. That triangle there works very well. I do think for the CDM, this is pretty important. You want someone who can pass and dictate the play, but also a big guy, anchorman, who's going to actually hold the team together there. He's going to end up being on stay back while attacking. You need someone defensively sound in that position who's actually going to protect your defense. For the midfield here, I like midfields with good passing traits. These ones, they need to be decent at shooting. A 5-star weak that's really nice as well, but a good enough shot for when they get forward. If they get a chance, you're going to expect them to score. The wingers need pace. Benzema's not perfect for that, but he's not slow, and he's got that finesse shot coming in, which is really nice. Your false nine at this point should have someone ideally with at least a 5-star weak foot, and 5-5 is pretty nice. Technical, finesse, quick step, traits like that are pretty damn useful. The wing backs, full backs, they will be getting forward, so make sure you've got pace and they're decent on the ball. If they don't have any good stats going forward, they're going to be a bit bad at this point. Wick pass, definitely pretty useful. You're going to have a lot of options to cross to in this formation, so it works pretty well for that. In terms of the tactics, very standard. One of the bigger changes compared to what I have on a lot of tactics is the width's quite low. Simply put, you'll see it when it comes to the instructions, but the main principle behind this formation is the wingers cut inside. They act as a front three with Socrates. Your two centre mids end up getting forward quite a lot, and then the midfield here anchors it. Hullet, that is. That's the CDM. And then your fullbacks are going to attack, overlap off of that attack down the wing. So you want your width really low. So your attackers, as in the left and right wing here, Mbappe and Benzema, they're going to cut inside and sit narrow. And then your fullbacks are going to give you the width. That's why the whip's quite low here. 40 whip's a lot lower than I use in some. If you find it's not working well enough, you could always adjust to 30. That's just something to notice, that compared to most of my formations, I normally go 40, 55. That's pretty standard for my defense. I normally have somewhere between 50 to 60 on the width, but I want this to be quite a narrow one, and it'll still work. You'll still get plenty of width from the fullbacks. In terms of the tactics, both wingers are on stay forward, cut inside, getting behind, getting to the box. I want them cutting inside. I want them acting as a front three with Socrates. They will occasionally occupy the fullbacks, but these fullbacks, when they get forward, are supposed to do that. But yeah, pace for getting in behind, cutting inside, staying forward. You could put these on comeback on defense if you feel you're struggling defensively. That can help, but it will hurt your attack a lot. Middle guy, just stay central. You could go again, come back on defense. I think there's nice to have a focal point in the middle to go back to. Cover centre, balanced attack on both centre mids. With this, they will get forward quite a lot, to be honest. That's something to notice. But I don't want to go too aggressive in this. Cut passing lanes, stay back, cover centre on the CDM. That's pretty key here. You can't have the CDM getting forward too much. If he gets forward too much, you're honestly just going to end up screwed because you're just not going to have, in my opinion at least, enough options. That would be what I would say for that. And when I say enough options, I'm on about defensively. Because if you lose the ball higher up the pitch and he's the only one to stay back, it's just going to end up catching you off guard. For the fullbacks, stay back while attacking. Overlap. If you're wondering why I've put overlap and stay back and thinking Zell, that just contradicts itself. It kind of does. Oh, I need a good sleep this holiday. It's just broke up for work, so I've got 2 weeks off. What it does is, stay back means if, say, you were attacking Schweinsteiger on this side, Mukiele will start to overlap, but the fullback on the other side, he'll stay back. He might overlap, might mean they run a little bit, but they won't generally overlap too much. So it means that kind of balances it, but they still make the overlapping runs. So I really like how that combination, that kind of contradicts itself, works quite well. For the more attacking one, just keep everything the same except for the depth and press goes up. This will make it play a lot more aggressive. It's just how it works. In terms of different instructions, I could have gone stay forward. I didn't. I wanted to help the midfield a little bit. We did put get forward onto the outside centre mids. If you find this is just too attacking for you, you kind of just go back to balanced. But get forward, it'll mean you get an absolute overload of options. It's very, very hard for your opponent to defend. This is a more attack-minded tactic though, so do bear that in mind. For the fullbacks, we go from stay back to balanced. I want them on balance here because I want them to be more aggressive. I want them making those runs outside. Like I say, it might not be the absolute best tactic in the game. It's good though. It works well. It's attacking. It gives you a lot of fun patterns. And ultimately, most people probably play this game hoping they can have a bit more fun with it. If you do have any questions about the setup, you try it out and you let me know. Please let me know in the comments. I always appreciate that. As always, hopefully you guys can keep it spicy. Appreciate you all. See you in the next one. Peace.